Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. Tonight we're going to be live streaming Chameleon Cells. You can see them down in front of you. I'm going to be trying to recreate this effect on a set of coasters. I really loved the way the effect turned out last time. So these are already completed. They already have a coat of resin on them and they look really awesome. I love them. Oh, hi baby doll, hi Gina. How you guys doing? Is the stream going all right? Can you hear me well? Hi. I hope you can hear me well. But this is the effect that I'm going to be also trying to recreate. So if there's anybody watching this during the rebroadcast, my name's Johnny from JMoPainting. If you're interested in learning anything about acrylic pouring, resin art, or other art-related topics, consider subscribing to the channel because I do this. And I do live streams every week, and I'm going to be posting videos every Tuesday and Thursday. But without further ado, we're going to get into the color scheme that we'll be using. Hey Doris, how you doing? Alright, so I'm going to be doing two different sets tonight. So the way I prep them, the way I prep the coasters is I apply some painter's tape on the back just to protect the back, because sometimes when the paint gets on there, it leaves a residue that makes it hard for the cork backing to stick. And I just use this cork backing from Amazon. It was like super cheap. I think I got 100 of them for 15 bucks. And these tiles are also super cheap. I got these 10 cents a tile from Lowe's. They're just 4x4. Cheapest tiles that I could find there, because I mean I'm not using them for the look, I'm applying a new look to it. So the colors that I'm going to be using tonight, I love these colors, these Artist Loft Flow Acrylics. Yeah, there you go, you can see it. We're using a bright red and aqua green. We're also using this phthalo blue, and one of my favorite metallics is these chroma molten metallics, and this one is the Dorado Gold. I got these off Amazon. They were $22 for 6 bottles, and each bottle is 8 ounces, so these last forever and they're beautiful. So if you get the chance, you should probably take a look at them. Alright, so the way I prep these coasters, I already told you about the tape on the back. I also put the tape on the back for another reason, because when you're done with the coaster, you're going to resin it. And if you don't put tape on the back, if you see all these little niblets, I don't know what they're called technically, but if you see all these really hard drips on the back, if you don't, you have to either take a heat gun and heat these up to the point you can cut them off with a razor, or you have to sand them off. But if you have tape on it, you could just take the tape, separate it from the back of the coaster, and all these come with it. So it's super helpful. So let me get my colors in here. Another thing I like about these Artist Loft ready mix paints is there is no, you don't have to mix them with any kind of medium or anything. They're ready to go straight out of the bottle. So it saves a whole lot of time. So get our red in the cup. Yeah, drips, Doris, you're right. I don't know what they're, niblets, I think I called them. I don't know. Yeah, I wish I could have been there with you guys tonight at the Artapalooza, but I just don't want to have any issues on the stream like I did on my very first one. And I definitely don't want to do that if I'm on stream live with 6 other people, or with 5 other people. It'd be kind of crazy. So one thing to note, for these Chameleon Cells, I'm not adding any silicone to my colors. I'm going to add them directly to the coaster after the pour. And then this is the Dorado Gold. I love this color. Now it does come out a little bit thicker than the ready mixed paints, but it's not so thick that it will matter at all. Calm off my workspace a little bit. All right. So how you guys doing this wonderful night? Hi IG, how you doing? Lou, welcome. I miss Europe. Alright, so we're going to start just layering the colors in the cup. As all of you know, it's going to be a flip cup, so it doesn't really matter how you layer them, because you're not going to get the same result each time. So I'm going to layer a little bit of the blue in the bottom of each cup. And then we'll go with a metallic. Now, one other thing about these metallics, hold on, that seems a little bit too thick. I'm going to add a little bit of Floetrol to this. Don't worry guys, it's already been strained. We're not going to have any goobers in this one. So, we'll mix it up. Still a little bit thick. This is so interesting, being able to interact with you guys in real time. It's pretty cool. Oh, so I did kind of touch on it, but I didn't talk about it very much. I put a link in the description. There's an Artapalooza tonight. It's at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. I believe it's 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 Central Standard Time. It's really cool. You should check it out. The last one was 6 different artists all doing a themed painting together. It's really cool. It's an awesome community that the Artist Haven has set up over there. I wish I could have been part of it, like I said, but hey Doris, if you have a link, or anybody, if you want to drop a link in the chat, that way people can also see it there. But there is a link down in the description, and it will start tonight at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. It's really cool. It's a great idea to kind of bring artists together. Oh, dripped a little bit. One of these days, Doris, I'll figure out how to make you a moderator in chat. I don't think we need it yet, though. Oh, is it something I can do from here? Let me see. Participants. Nope, that's not it. Manage moderators. Moderators. Oh, your channel. Okay, hold on. I apologize for this quick interruption, but I'm gonna add Doris as moderator so she can put that link in chat. Because I really want her to be able to get that in there. I want you guys to actually be able to check it out, because it's really cool. Paste. Yep. Save. All changes saved. I think Doris, you might be one now, unless it won't happen during this stream. Maybe it won't happen until my very next one. It might not update to this broadcast since it already started. Oh, also, for all you guys that are watching on the rebroadcast, I'll put timestamps in here so you can see when I do the pour. So maybe you don't want to read the chat, and that's fine. If you want to get right to the painting part of the video, we'll get to that. But after this video is over, in the comments, I'll drop a list of timestamps so you can go right to the section of the video that you prefer to watch. Oh, there you go. It did work. I didn't think it would work. So there's really no rhyme or reason to the way I'm layering the colors. I'm trying not to drip it from too high. I don't want the paint to go in there really hard to where it creates a lot of mud, because you're going to be making the cells yourself. there's no reason to force the paint down through the different layers. You're going to create your own cell effect. So are any of you guys getting snow right now? They're predicting that we're going to get some snow over here in Hope Mills tomorrow night, which that would be crazy because this whole town shuts down when there's snow. They have one snowplow, I think, for the entire state. It's kind of crazy if you ask me, but then again, they don't get a lot of snow here, so they don't have any reason to have that kind of equipment. Yep. So Doris just dropped the link for the Artapalooza tonight. It's really cool. You should check it out, especially if you enjoy this kind of painting, because there's all kinds of like up and coming artists, and it's just a whole lot of fun to watch. I think today I turned on that previous stream from I think it was on the 14th, and it was just a whole lot of fun. Everybody interacting with each other, everybody just having a great time doing something that they love to do, and that's what's important. There's no snow in Connecticut? Really? I don't geography well, but I would think there'd be snow there. Huh. What about you, IG? You getting any snow over there in Europe? Okay, no problem, IG. Have a good night, man. It was great seeing you anyway. Thank you for coming out. All right, so now we got these cups, or the colors are layered in our cups, and we're gonna get them started. I'm really excited about the way these are gonna look. I love adding these metallics to the colors because for some reason it kind of adds a nice metallic sheen to the entire thing. Alright, so the way we're going to be making our chameleon cells, right, is the same way I've been doing in my previous videos. I have toothpicks and this coconut oil hair serum that I push the tip of the toothpick into the top, get a little bit of oil on the tip, and dot the silicone onto it. And it's worked pretty good so far. But before we get into that, I need to put on some gloves so I don't make too big of a mess. I will say it's kind of awkward that me and you can see each other right now. I'm looking at you. Behave. Hi Dina, how you doing? Alright, so I'm going to flip these. I'm going to flip them one at a time so that way I don't have to deal with the paint running off to one end or not. And then we could hopefully get it good. Alright, so I am going to tilt it just slightly. Cover the edges really well. I hope you can see that my arm's not like getting in the way. So we got a whole lot of gold in this one. A whole lot of gold. My hands are all covered already. Super. Alright, so the next one. I got a nice little stripe of blue. Unfortunately, all that red that's on the side there is going to end up getting poured off. And that's okay. So it is creating cells because of that flow straw that I added. So there's some cell structure already forming on that one. Oh, there's a nice aqua green. That nice aqua blue color. And when I do the coasters, I try to make sure that it gets on all the edges, because after you resin it, if you don't cover the edges very well, that white of the side of the tile really stands out, and it's not the best look. So I'm definitely gonna have to go around this and fix the corners and the edges, so that way kind of they're all coated. All right, so last one. There's that red. Did that thing where I used too much paint. I think it's kind of like, it's my thing, but it'll be all right. Yeah, so there's some decent little cell structure already popping up over here. We weren't really going for cells on the pour, but it's because I had to add some Floetrol to it. Oh yeah, thank you so much, Doris. Yeah, if you're enjoying the content, just give me a thumbs up. It's free, doesn't cost anything. Shows me a little bit of love. I agree, Gina. Thank you very much. I like these colors. So now I'm ready to take my coconut oil hair serum. Now this is going to take a moment for the cells to actually spread out, but the effect that I've gotten before in the past has been pretty amazing. So we'll start over here. So I'm just dotting it on. That looks so cool. And I push all the way through all the different layers to get it. I think I'm gonna do kind of a spiral. Now when you do this, you kind of want to use it sparingly, because these cells are going to continue to expand for 2 to 4 hours afterwards. I did show you the originals, right? So these started off as just a small shape of a boot on the inside, and it overnight expanded to that, to what you see now. So these will continue to expand. Yeah, I do too, Doris. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the next one. Some of these cells are looking a little odd. It might be the way the Floetrol is interacting with it. Yeah. So it's going to continue to expand. So I'm going to use a new toothpick now. We'll move on to the other one. Hi Patricia Rouse. Welcome. It's awesome to have you here. Thank you. Yeah, you guys have been showing me so much love and so much, I'm just so grateful. I have so much gratitude for you guys coming out to the channel, supporting me. I mean, this is something that like this art form I discovered through like depression, and I was not doing too well a few years back. So I didn't really have a purpose at that point, and I was looking for something to grab onto, and then I found this art form, and then I love it. I fell in love with it and everything about it. So the silicone's not really reacting very much with this one. Hold on, let me switch to a different toothpick. Maybe a little bit more silicone on it. I try not to use too much because I definitely don't want I don't want it to expand to the point where it's crazy looking, but I do want it to have an effect. See this gold right here? It's It's not doing much to that. Because the last time I used gold, I'd used the Artist Loft gold, and I should have done that again with this one. I keep looking over at chat. I know that feels really awkward when I'm painting because I'm used to recording these videos and I can edit all this silliness out of them. But not when I'm live. But that's okay. Get to show a little bit of my weird, quirky personality in this. Alright. Yeah, I like the way it's actually spreading out in there. This one looks kind of crazy with like the way the cells are blowing up like that. They're not perfectly round. Some of the gold in here is starting to really push away. These are more of an abstract kind of a fractal looking gold. And in this one, kind of some of the colors aren't interacting at all with the silicone, and I don't know why. I'm not sure why. Super odd. But it is an interesting look. I do like it. Might add more silicone to that one because those ones don't seem to be growing as quickly as the others. All right. So now we're going to let those expand to about as much as they will. Hi Blair, welcome. It's the first time I've seen the comment from you, so I'm not sure if you've been here the whole time or not, but welcome. I appreciate you. So I'm going to slide these out of the way after I put some gloves on, and then we're going to start the other one. Now there's a whole lot of Floetrol on these other colors because these other colors were not pre-mixed colors, so I'm not exactly sure what effect we're going to get out of it, but it'll be awesome either way. So let me set these off to the side so they can continue to grow and drip and do their thing. Four more tiles. I might actually do a flip cup just going for cells because I'm not sure how the... Okay, so these are the other colors we're going to use. A lot of pastels and more feminine-ish colors. So these colors is a light magenta by Artist Loft. Then we have the aqua green. This one is the ready mix paints. And then this one is a brilliant purple from Liquitex Basics. So let's layer these in a cup. See how they go. I haven't used my Drips' skins. No, I need to. I have saved a couple of them, but I've never actually done anything with them. I know some people make jewelry out of them, necklaces and stuff like that, but I've never done it myself, no. It is something I'm open to trying though. Alright, so we're going to try to do it another Chameleon Cell with these non-ready mixed colors, and I'm not sure how it's going to work, but this is an experiment for science. For science. I mean, we might get some cells popping up just because of the Floetrol that's in here. But I hate mixing a ton of water with these and I'm all out of the branded pouring medium at the moment. Hi D&D, welcome Deb. It's great to see your shining face even though I can't see you. But we can pretend I can see you. Hi Doris, that thing last night was awesome. Everybody's stuff's good. You're your own worst critic. That's why I like when people post on all these Facebook groups and you know they're super proud of their artwork, and then you get these people that show them hate in the comments. That's the worst. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When I encounter people like that, it just makes me think about how sad their lives must really be, that they took the time to consume your content, to look at your stuff, and then after they looked at it, they took the time to comment something, and instead of just scrolling by if it was something they didn't enjoy, they took the time to attack you for it. Art is art, but you're always going to be your own worst critic, so you did not have a failed experiment, Doris. It was great. Hi, Kayleen from Gold Coast. What's the weather like over there? Nah. It's okay, Doris. The important thing is, did you have fun making it? That's the important thing. Oh, it's sunny and muggy. It was a decent temperature here in North Carolina today. I think it was about 55 to 65 all day long. That's pretty cool. I enjoyed it. It was better than yesterday. I was driving around yesterday, went to get gas. It was raining the night prior. So what I thought was a puddle was actually a ginormous pothole. So my car fell into the pothole and it tore a hole in the sidewall of the tire. It bent the rim. So I had to get it towed. $400 later. Yesterday was a bad day. Oh my goodness, a high of 26. Yeah, see, I prefer the warmer weather. I'm from Florida originally. That's where I grew up, in Daytona Beach. So I prefer the warmer weather. I think when I was stationed in Alaska, that's what ruined the cold for me. Just being forced to be out in the woods, going to do field problems and stuff in the cold. That was misery. So I'm partial to warm weather. 25 in New York. Yeah, that is chilly. That is chilly. Yeah, that's true. No allergies. You're not going to get any pollen because all the trees are bare. All the flowers are not growing. All right, so I don't know how these colors are going to interact with each other. This was not a color palette that I chose. These are more pastels and prettier colors. Yep. Also, if you're watching, Doris just advertised the Artapalooza over on the Artist Havens channel. It starts at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 Central Standard Time. So after this stream's over, I encourage you to go check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's awesome. The group of artists get together, all live streaming, and have fun on stream. They just enjoy each other's company. There's playful banter going on. It's awesome. There's a link down in my description, as well as the link Doris just put in the chat. So if you get the time to, you should definitely go over there and try to support it, because it's a lot of fun. I can't wait to be part of it, but unfortunately I just want to make sure my streaming stuff is good before I get involved with 5 other people. I don't want to be the reason the stream is not as high quality as it could be. Thank you, Kayleen. Okay, so now we're ready to flip. I'm going to do the same thing, flipping one at a time, and we'll see what we get out of it. Alright, yeah, that's a very pretty color. I'm not getting a whole lot of mixing. No mud, which is awesome. And since these are not the ready mix colors, I'm going to take my torch to these afterwards and pop any bubbles that I got, because I'm already seeing some bubbles in there. All right. Oh, that's got some really pretty purple lacing right there. I think I might try to keep that on there. Help that flow. And that's if it'll stay. It should stay. There we go. Tilt this way. Yeah, the aqua is really popping off that magenta. That's some odd little drops, cells, things. Help it flow. Ooh, I almost had not a happy little accident. The tile almost slipped right out of my hand, and that would have, I'm sure it would have landed face down. That would have been terrible. Oh man, there's that lacing again, that pink inside the aqua, which, that's crazy looking. That's awesome. Let's see if I can help it get to the edges better so I don't lose that. You know what I just realized? Because since I'm not used to having the camera on my face, you guys are seeing my thinking face, like making all these weird faces when I'm concentrating. Alright. Okay, so let's take the torch and pop some of these bubbles. One of these days I'll probably invest in something a little bit smaller than this huge torch, but it does the job. It does what it's told. Alright. So for science again, I have no idea how the Liquitex Basics and all these other colors are going to react with the silicone. I'm hoping it does pretty well, and I'm thinking it will. But there's always that chance that it might not. So, oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, it definitely is. That's awesome. I'm gonna do another circle with this one too. So the Floetrol didn't really affect these too bad. It might have been because the other one was all Artist Loft remix colors, so it didn't do what I wanted it to do. I know, at least my tongue wasn't hanging on my face, right? Yeah, I could see that happening too. Just need to be more aware of what's going on, I guess. Pay more attention to what I'm doing so I don't do anything too crazy. Yeah, the silicone's reacting with these colors really well. It's crazy how it made a really dark, like, magenta ring around these, with the magenta in the middle and then the light blue, the aqua blue around the edges. It's really cool looking. I've been wanting to do a galaxy pour for, or not a galaxy pour, correction, a black hole pour. I'm curious, have you guys ever tried that in the chat? Like, black hole pour? I need to get used to the delay too. There's a decent delay. Alright. No, you never tried one? Yeah, I've seen them. So what it is, it's like, it's a ring pour with kind of really high contrasting colors. And then when the ring pours over, they take a solid black and drip it in the middle. And then they kind of draw striations into it with... I just haven't touched coasters in a long time. I wanted to mess with some. And also wanted to test this live stream to make sure it works out well. And why would my stream be offline? I think my stream just died. It'll come back and then it goes offline again. What's going on here? Yeah, it keeps going offline, then it's coming back. That's strange. Stream health is green too, which is super odd. I don't get it. Not entirely sure what's going on. Well, here's to hoping. No, I think it's freezing again. Wonder if I can change the options. Not during the stream, of course. Super. Yeah. Well, I'm here. Even if the stream is acting up. It says it's paused, but I'm not sure if it's actually paused or not. Like, it says it's going right now, so I'm not entirely sure. Okay, we're just gonna roll with it. All right, so Chameleon Cell with these colors ended up pretty good. There's no way for me to really bring you in for any closer review. This, I think, is about zoomed. No, there we go. Zoomed in a little bit better. Did my camera freeze? It's odd. Maybe it's... I don't know. Either way, this is the way it ended up. And I really like them. And these other ones, they came out pretty well too. So these are gonna dry. I'm going to allow them to finish drying, curing. Then I got to go through the process of cleaning them off. Oh, okay. So I'm going to go through the process of like cleaning these off and resining them. So that'll be interesting, but that's going to be for another video. As long as I'm still broadcasting, which I think I am. Yeah, they are pretty. One last time before I let you guys go, if you haven't already, in the description there's a link for the Artapalooza tonight. It'll start at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So in about an hour and 15 minutes, it'll go live. Go to the channel, show your support. It's a lot of fun, and I think you'll enjoy it. But other than that, I appreciate you guys coming out, and thank you guys for supporting the stream. And I need to work on whichever, the buffering. I guess it's buffering a little bit, but I'll work on that and see if there's anything that I can do on my end to fix that. But I appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you so much for showing your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Yeah, it's a work in progress. Thanks, Dina. Thanks, Baby Doll. I appreciate it. Thank you, Gina Bina. Thanks, Doris. Just working out the kinks, I guess. Take care of you guys. I'll see you later.